Mm. Good morning. It's Monday, December 14th, and I'm Nancy Joy. Today's quote is by Viktor Frankl, who was actually in a Nazi prison camp a long time ago. And he talks about the space in between stimulus and response. Goes something like this. There is a space between stimulus and response. And in that space lies your freedom to choose. And in that choice lies your power, basically. And Ezekiel always used to talk to me about the space between the spaces being the most powerful and poignant part. So I'd like to discuss this a little this morning and challenge each of you. You know, these times I'm here with my family in Tallahassee, talking still with a lot of clients and in my own personal life with friendships, and there is just a lot going on. And our patterns are up in our face quite frequently and quite often. And when I'm working with people on changing patterns, one of the first questions they always ask is, well, how do you change the pattern? Well, you have to pay attention between when you get a message, someone talking to you, something coming in. What you want to do is you want to pop back. You want to pop back, and what you usually pop back with is your old pattern, which then pops back their old pattern, and there you go. I'd like to challenge each of you as a stimulus comes in and you have a feeling and a thought about it, to be still before you respond, to be still and find a way to respond that really does communicate your belief system, not an old pattern that the ego is responding to that you have in place. This is the best way to change a pattern. If you know that every time your spouse or your partner, somebody close to you in your family, talks to you in a certain way using a certain tone, and every time you respond the same way and things escalate, well, it only makes sense to find a new way to respond. So this Monday morning, I challenge you to sit still for a minute and find some situations that even happened over the weekend where you answered right away instead of taking time in that space between stimulus and response to recode yourself, to redo your own emotional patterns. It goes along with what the bleep, the incoming message, and then the thought creates the feeling, releases the neuropeptides that go through your body, attached to your DNA. We've talked about this before. They respond the same way. In that space, you have so much power. When you are triggered by something in particular, or when you disagree with something and you want to jump on the bandwagon right away, stop, breathe in, feel what you're feeling, and then own that feeling and find a response that opens a new field within you. There's great power in this. So also, that's it for Monday. We have our session special going on. Any of you who've ever thought of talking to Ezekiel and Nancy Joy, go to www.heartlights.net for the internet special going on right now through the holidays. And we'll be back with you next weekend, right before Christmas and the holidays. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye.